Hello and welcome. This is Mendix Basics, chapter 4. In this chapter, we mainly focus on the logic at the Mendix. There are three types of logic: microflows, nanoflows, and workflows. We will not cover this chapter at this education video. Nanoflow and workflow, we mainly focus on the microflow. We will see the microflow elements and expressions. We have some usages and practices. We will make some calculations and custom save button. We will see events. We will see the event handlers also at this chapter. And also there are some practices. We mimic our save button with the custom save button. We will calculate from the birthday date to the age of the person. And we will see the aftercoming event handlers. Okay, let's start. This is chapter 2 application. We have only overview pages, home web with the buttons. This is the person's page, and this is the club's page. And we also adjust the navigation items to the left panel. Let's rerun and see what's happening. See the person's clubs and home. Overview pages has the person overview and new edit pages like this, and profile image, entities, and the club entities. And the person page will look like this now, and this is also the club page. Okay, let's start. At first, we're gonna rearrange our module like the overview pages folder. I'm gonna create new folders and called page, or we can call it as a person and club, but it's better for now. I put 3 page and drag and drop to the page side. I can delete the excluded one, you remember from the previous chapters, and create a new folder, called it resources, and put all of them to this folder. No, not home web. Yeah, it's now look better. Okay, we will start with the microflow. So I will create a microflow folder. Sorry, the spelling. Yep. And create a right click and create a microflow under this folder called XAM demo. As you can see, microflow has one start event, and there is a one end event, and arrow is going from left to the right. Start event must be one, but you can have at least one end event, but multiple. For example, multiple end event you can have actually the number that you want, you can have end events. Okay, so what is the microflow do? It's called some activities on the toolbox, and also there is an activity button here, which is also the toolbox shortcut. You can see you can create objects, you can make lists, you can variables, you can call another microflows or Java actions. You can create a pop-up messages to the clients. You can have a REST calls, call web service, logging, documentation. There is also a machine learning kit with the newest versions. Also, you can call workflows and other stuffs. For example, from the client elements, let's put some show message activity here. Okay, show activity. Yeah, button is pushed, and we will directly call this Microflow in the home page. What we're gonna do, if you call the Microflow, it will start from the starting event going to the end event. So you can create any logic here. We only just show message, but you can do whatever you want. We will see in the next practices. You see, button is pushed. Okay, super. Now we are continuing. We can create custom save button in our application. For example, in person, when you click new, when you click the save, it will automatically save. What is going to do with the save button? Let's look. Go this page and click. You see, on click event is save changes. What if I change this to the column Microflow and mimic this behavior? Okay, under the folder action person save. You see, now if you click this button, it will call this Microflow. And what you do in this Microflow will happen. Okay, if you not save your changes, it will not save to the database. To save our changes, I'm search as a commit. Commit activity makes to save changes. When you click this activity, you can change input. I will change the person input as an which is coming from the input. This is the input element. So with events and refreshing client, yes. With events means there is a event handlers on the entities. If you can create one, this will trigger the Microflow. Okay, we will see at the end of this chapter the event handlers. Refreshing client means you can go to after the save, after the commit, you can directly go to the database with this record. But if you say no, for example, another person looking at this overview page, he or she will not see your changes as long as she refreshes page. Okay, but we can choose. You can choose, but you choose the yes. It will force to see changes here, and he or she will see your changes. Let's put it yes, and also put a close page. Yes, with the single. Now it's same. If I want to create a new one, for example, if I want to create any person with the Michelle email, blah blah, yep, yes, it's created. What if I want to do extra things while saving this? For example, log messages. This is the log node name. Log appears under the console tab with the log node and message. You see the log nodes here and the messages here. Log node should be ajet act person save, yes, with the string, and this is the template. Person with name is saved, and for this parametric part I will choose the name. Yes, Freddy. Yep. You see the Freddy is saved, and also there is a logging activity here with the log node and the message. You see, while using the microflows, you can create custom logics, and you can mimic as a default buttons actions, and you can do extra stuffs like logging or calling a REST service, whatever you want. It's also the custom logic. Okay, now we will see the input elements. After these input elements, we will have the practice 2. And practice 2, we will make when users select the birthday, directly calculate to the age side. So if so, it will provide the wrong entrance with the birthday and age. Okay. If the birthday is entered, we will calculate the age directly by the help of the current date time. But before do this, we need to learn what is the input events. For example, choose the name. Double click, go to the event sites. Okay. You see there are 4 types events. The first one is triggered with the onChanged. For example, if you change this microflow is triggered. If I choose a microflow, whatever you want. If I choose on enter, when you directly jump to this area, this activity will triggered. Okay. On leave is the same. When you leaving the area, this activity will be triggered. Also on enter is the same. Blah, 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 and push the enter, it will trigger it. Okay. So now we can directly go to our requirements. What is this? When user choose the birthday, the age will be calculated. So I will drag and drop. I will put the birthday to the upper side and age to the here, and user cannot edit the age because we already calculated this. Okay, we will already calculate this. Now it seems better. And double click to the birthday and go to the event sites. Okay. Okay. Now, after the leaving, we want to calculate, for example, or after entering, after changing this birthday attribute, we want to calculate the age. So I put on leave, call a microflow, and go into the microflow and create. We have some naming conventions. On enter event, we can call this microflow like this with the purpose. Okay. For example, change age. This is the on enter event. What is the on changed event? OCH. Okay. What is the on leave element? On leave element. Okay. Because we are using the on leave element, we put the name like here and go directly to the microflow. You see the microflow is creating here. And the page input, the page data view input is directly go to the our new microflow. Okay. What is happening here? We need to change the object that the age is already calculated. So we need to change the object event. Double click. I choose the input here. Okay. I will not commit yet because we only make the changes on the page. When is committing? If user push the save button. Okay. So new age that we changed. For example, if you can put the 20 every time, it will automatically make it 20 age. But we don't want to do this. We want to make it parametric. So we put control and space and searching for the functions. years between functions. You see there is a calendar year between functions which calculates two dates, years between two dates. Okay. The first one is person's birthday as a date time, and the second one is also control and space current date time. Okay, I think it's ready. Now test. Blah blah blah. If I choose the date of 2015, yep. You see, when I switch from the birthday area, the age is directly calculated. Alex and football. Okay, let us resimulate again. Georgie with the year 2000. Yep. Let us choose. You see, when I switch our input with tab, the age is directly calculated. Okay, practice 2 is perfect also. Now we are going to do practice 3. You see, there's the event handlers, as I said, event handlers with after and before commit events. Let us look what is it. Go to the domain model. For example, if I enter a club and if the user enters a club, I want to log the club and see under my console panel. Okay, double click, go to the event handlers and click add, click new button. There are some options: before create, before commit, before delete, before rollback, or you can choose after create, after commit, after delete, after rollback. For example, if I want to make something after the record is going to the database, I need to choose after commit. But if I want to make some calculations or some checks, I can choose the before commit. Okay, but I don't want to protect to application to the going to the database. Just after going to the database, I can create some logic. So I put after commit here and go to the Microflow. I will call a Microflow after commit. There is also the naming conventions after commit with the entity name. If I choose before commit, this will be the convention, okay, BCO. But I choose the after commit ACO club. Okay, after commit with the object passing application is calling this Microflow. So what's happening here? Already is club under is in the domain model in the database, so I can make some log applications like this. Club after commit event club. New club is saved. Then I can create. Then I can log its name. I don't remember if we store. Yeah, we didn't store the create date and the change date, so let's put it like this. Just club name logging. Okay, test it. If I create a new club, my after commit Microflow is working, then we will log the club name. Go to the club page and choose new one and basketball. Click save, and you see, yes, after club, the new clip is saved with the name. Okay, this is it now. In the chapter 4, we mainly cover these topics. Let us see with the next chapter. Okay, I hope you enjoy, and if you have a question, please comment it down. Thank you and see you.